indigenous soul. The turtle continent was never meant to be bought and sold.
Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Native Voice TV. I'm Sundust Martinez.
And I'm Siwa Billy Rose Amador, and together we are Native Voice TV.
We are the indigenous people.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Oh, I forgot my line, sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
I wasn't going to say that anyhow.
All right.
Because I was going to talk about the museum we went to in Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah, that museum was fantastic. I mean, that was so inspirational. Let me elaborate on this. One of the reasons why I really enjoyed that museum
The food.
No, not the food. Those little
That's what I
pumpkin things
liked
are
about
good.
it.
Those pumpkin things are good. But one of the reasons I like that museum is because they portrayed all the Indians from Alaska all the way down to Chile. And you can see.
It was all indigenous.
Yeah, it was
people
all
of the
indigenous. It was
Americas.
more of an indigenous rather than Native American, where it was just stuck in one region. That's one of the reasons why I enjoyed it so much.
It was good. I liked the food, of course. I always like food. But they had this really cool restaurant where they had native food from different regions.
You know what was,
and it was
they had the Udo Aztec, or what do they call it, Udo Aztec, or
I think
something.
it
Well,
was,
they had South American Indian food, North American Indian food, Plains Indian food, Southwest.
It was
really
great.
nice. Yeah.
It was great. It was really unique.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. It was a beautiful museum. Not enough time, kind of did the whirlwind tour because we didn't have much time, but it was really nice.
I wish we would have had more time, but this was that whole thing at DC when we won that award.
I just want to mention that one more time.
Yeah. Where's that thing? I brought it. No.
Yeah, okay, I know you carry
Put
it
it right
with you.
here.
He does. He carries his little plaque around.
Got
But
a picture of it.
It's holiday time. It's time for shopping. And we have some very talented Native people, a young lady in particular, that has a unique business. So with us from Inspired Visions, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Alexis Augustine. I'm from Inspired Visions. I'm Navajo, Cochiti, and San Domingo Pueblo. And I just started my own business.
And what is that business, Inspired Visions?
Basically, right now we're selling jewelry, but we're going into fashion lines with jackets and blazers and hats and any type of accessories, as well as canvas art, as well as music within cultured women, like people of women of culture, women who have something to say through art.
And you say we. Now, are there a group of women that work with you?
Yeah, there's a group of women right now. We have 4. My cousin, Irma Trujillo, who is the business partner of me, and then my cousin, Alyssa Augustine, who's a DJ, and another cousin of mine who is Nico Duran, and she's a traditional dancer, and she does beadwork, and she's also an artist herself.
Wow.
Got everything covered.
Yeah,
So that's basically my foundation of my team right now.
And what gave you the idea of doing this? Why did you go into this business?
I really wanted to go about change through art, and I think art was one of the greatest mediums for people to have a connection with. Whether it be something that's painted. There's famous painters that people from all cultures know, and who all kind of have similar views and ideas about what they're trying to say with their art. And it speaks for itself without having to say any words. So that was a big part.
You also have like a clothing line too. Is that true?
Yeah, we're starting. We're probably getting that together by, I'd say, the beginning of February. And we'll probably be coming out with that then. And right now we're just focusing on jewelry and accessories at the moment.
Why don't you give us a little bit of background? Now, you lived on a reservation for part of your life, and was that in, New Mexico? Or?
New Mexico. I live in San Domingo, Cochiti, Pueblo, and also Naizi in New Mexico. So I grew up within those 3 places as a child. And then my family was in the Army. My stepfather and my real father were both in the Army, so we traveled for about a good 3 years. We lived in Germany. And then we moved out here to the West Coast, San Pedro first, and then we moved up here to the Bay Area.
So you sprechen Sie Dutch, huh?
Yeah. I remember as a kid Germany and it being really cold and really green, and you know, it was fun.
Yeah.
And you said your family's artistic?
Yeah, my mom's an artist. She does Indian corn husk, she does beadwork, she's a dancer herself. And I grew up in powwows, you know, setting up booths and, you know, watching the booth when my mom, you know, had to go make her rounds and socialize and, you know.
Yeah.
So I grew up in that
This is a natural
environment.
for you then.
Yeah, I definitely grew up in this.
Yeah. That's why I saw you before, because when I first met you, I was like, you look familiar.
You bought things from her booth?
Probably,
Yeah, you probably talked to my mom, you know, Ida Grosby.
Yeah.
She's definitely been doing this for, most of my life.
Well, why don't you show us some of your work or tell us what we have here in front of us?
We have some of my my own designs, the Inspired Vision designs. There's one with Sitting Bull. There's also one of Pueblo Woman. There's also one of our logo, which is the Native Soul Dreams girl, who has basically, it's kind of like a black and white drawing. And then we have the Navajo graffiti, which has the two dual women on each side, but it also has a Shaw on it. And then we have music too. Erykah Badu, Frida Kahlo, Billie Holiday, Che Guevara, who a lot of people really know. Also turntables, a boombox from, you know, hip hop 80s, you know. All the things that I grew up with and all the people who I really, you know, read about their lives, you know, I really admired.
And how are they made? Is that wood?
Yeah, they're made out of wood. So they're lightweight. You know, you can wear them and it's not, you know,
Dragging your ear down.
Yeah, that was a
Sometimes
big
they're
focus
so
of
heavy
mine.
and-
Yeah, to find a
sometimes
medium.
you get, like, after a while, your earlobes are heavier.
Yeah, and you have to take them off for a little bit to
'Cause
let
they
it
hurt.
rest.
It looks like, was it balsa wood?
Comfortable.
Yeah, it's balsa, so that's very light.
Yeah,
so you're
it's
not going to
really
be like
light.
they'll drag down.
And I love big earrings. I've always loved them, and a lot of my friends do. That's like,
I do
know.
too. If you have long hair, you have to wear big earrings or they don't
Yeah, you
show.
can't see anything. Yeah.
Right.
Now, this hand drawn?
Yeah, all of this, they're hand drawn, and I use a lot of graphic design in them too.
Wow.
Wow.
Also, so I put those two elements together, and a lot of even designs from my family who are potters too gave me some of their designs to use.
So I like the color differentials, you know.
Those are really unique.
Really nice
Now,
colors.
how can someone buy these? I know, you know, you don't have a store, but they can go to your website.
Actually, I
or-
sell them at a couple of different boutiques. You can buy them here at Black and Brown in San Jose, iMix Bookstore in LA, and also online, www.myspace.com/inspiredvisions.
And they can see everything about you and your whole group and everything.
Yeah, they can, you know, we have different models on there that are also doing things with their life. A lot of them are girls who are within the community, activism and making change within the Native community, and as well as making changes for women in general.
Now, how do you work with these women?
These women, basically, they're helping me do a lot of promotions. They wear my earrings out, you know. They're also, if they're having a organization, as far as like anything they're trying to do, I help promote them by, you know, putting their flyer on my page and getting the word out about what they're trying to speak about, whether it be through activism, whether it be through issues within the community that they've gone through themselves, with domestic violence, with any drug and alcohol abuse, with anything that, any issues within our community that affects us negatively or even positively.
Now, you speak to youth groups.
At the moment, we're trying to form something like that with different women to go to different, you know, boys and girls clubs.
Like a speakers bureau type thing?
Yeah, and also do workshops with these girls within fashion and within any creative arts, you know, for an outlet, for them to kind of get their talents across. Because everybody has a talent, everybody has a gift. You know, it's whether or not it's recognized and it's, you know, watered on to bloom.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's born with a gift or several gifts. Or
Yeah, several. Sometimes it's just, I definitely know I started out, you know, DJing, then went into makeup and hair, being behind the scenes, and then working for a talent agency, booking people for talent, and then, you know, coming into this. You know.
What's your model too?
Yeah, for a good 5 minutes maybe, and then
That's
I like,
enough.
yeah.
You said you worked with preparing other women that were going to be modeling?
Yeah,
or
I worked for a company called IMTA. It's a International Modeling Talent Association, and what they would do is they would have 2 times a year, LA and New York. They would fly a team of us, hair and makeup people, and fashion stylists, and coach actors and coaching actors and stuff, to prepare these people for somewhat of a competition for all of these agents to come out and look for them. And so they would be, you know, we would give them the skills and what they needed to, you know, present themselves in order for these people to get hired within the industry, you know, and to get callbacks, and, you know, for them to actually move out to LA or New York to start their career.
Show them how to present themselves.
Yeah, and
physically.
it is, and it's more, it's, you know, it's, I'd say it's about, you know, 25% that, and it's, you know, it has a lot to do with your communication skills and how you deal with people, you know, and really how you want to be treated, and how, you know, just that, you know, that right, you know.
Yeah, a lot of it's the attitude.
It is. It's nobody wants to work with the diva.
Yeah.
Nobody, because, you know, when I have my portfolios and I update it, I always, you know, go for that girl who really is, you know, I like just being around her, you know, because she's funny, and, you know, she may be, you know, I can see the potential of that, you know, going somewhere else with somebody who just is just drop dead gorgeous, and oh my gosh, but you hear her speak, and, you know, that may change about her, you know, and it's how long do you, you know, really want to put up with that before it gets to be a problem.
And what are your long-term goals?
I think just to be able to travel the world and, you know, sell my art, but also to, you know, stop in each city that I go along to find out what the people are about there, you know, and to have, you know, to share their story, you know, to share my story with them, as well as have them share their story with me, and to kind of like really just inspire people to get up and really go for their dreams, and really take that chance and that risk to really make it happen, and that there are ways of getting it done, and there are people who will support you if you ask.
So basically you're selling your art